Hello, guys. I'm Kathleen Sempa. That's my brother Julian Sempa,
Hello.
right there.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing things in his room because he's got all the technology and stuff. So I really enjoyed seeing your response videos. I wanted to go ahead and answer some of the questions you guys had for me. So, using Hyunshi, in the United States, most universities are using Canvas to submit assignments. In fact, I'm going to be using Canvas to submit this after I'm done. I personally like Canvas because it's pretty easy to use. The app makes like a list of your assignments that are due along with like the due date, so you can stay up to date with like what you got to get done.
It's also available on your phones and on your laptop, so it's easy to check stuff on the go and be like, hey, when is this due? To if you're curious, you can look.
Mm-hmm. And then Pak Jin Suk Shi. I love cherry blossoms, so I wish I could be there to see it. Hopefully next year things will be a little bit more back to normal and you can go to a cherry blossom festival. To answer your question, yes, there are some Korean restaurants close to campus. In fact, there are 3 Korean restaurants within walking distance of campus. There's even a Korean fried chicken restaurant that I really like. I like a lot of Korean foods like chicken, yukgaejang, and hopang, and more. The most popular department at my university is the business department. I actually have 2 majors, so I will technically graduate with 2 degrees. My first major is biology, and my second major is Korean. In high school, I had some friends that came from Korea, so I wanted to start learning Korean so I could like relate to them a little bit more. Yeah. And then Juwon-shi. I decided to attend Penn State because it has a good reputation and because my mom works there. That's a really big reason. My mom decided to work for Penn State because they offer a tuition discount to the children of workers. So, even though I received a scholarship to a different university, in the long run, Penn State's offer was still better. So I decided to go there. Penn State has such a good reputation in Pennsylvania that graduates tend to be well respected by employers. Additionally, Penn State has a diverse student population, so I can meet many different kinds of people. My favorite event that occurs at Penn State is Thon. Thon is an event where people dance for nearly 2 days without sitting down. The Thon is a fundraiser that raises money to give to families whose children have cancer. So, it's a good cause. Thon raised like $10.6 million last year. So that's like 12 billion won. So quite a bit of money going to, people who need it. So I think that's nice. Yoon Hanushi. I'm not sure why American football is more popular than other sports in the United States. Maybe it's because it is a sport that's like unique to America. So like we celebrate it more because of that. As far as I know, most other countries do not have American football teams. I think the UK has a sport called rugby that is like kind of similar, but I think like the rules are different and stuff like that. They have now just recently started holding games in the stadium for students, but only a small number of students can go. I think like an upcoming game, like they only let like freshmen go, so that's kind of sad. I'm a little disappointed about that, but at least the freshmen get to see things. Kim Gyo-min-shi. Americans eat a lot of different things for lunch. For lunch, I like to eat sandwiches, burritos, and soup. One restaurant that is really popular with many of the students on campus is Chick-fil-A. They make really good chicken sandwiches, so the line for their store is always really long. Those are my dogs that are barking if you can hear them. Kim Chui-shi. You're right, because campus is really large, it can be hard for me to find my way sometimes. I'm really bad with directions. So fortunately, most of my classes are in one main area on campus, so I usually don't have a hard time getting around, but sometimes my classes will be like located in like really random places, like buildings like I've never heard of. So to get there, I usually just use Google Maps. Penn State has like a map app that you can use, I think, but I usually just use Google Maps because it's easier. Lee Po-hyun-shi. I'm not sure exactly how big the hub is, but my best guess is it's at least like 600,000 square meters large. I may be like overestimating there, but it's pretty big. It has like 5 levels, and like it has like a bookstore, like 3 or 4 restaurants in it, like lots of space for students to like set out their work and study, or like sit down and drink coffee. there's also like the little area like where they have like concerts every now and then. Yeah, so it's a pretty big place. They have like an art, like a small art gallery there, and like other resources for students to use. So I think that's really cool that Penn State has that. Pyoga-youngshi. I have a double major in biology and Korean studies. Like I said before, and you know, I think it's really nice because like they just added the Korean studies major. And so I was like really excited whenever the department had emailed me and said about it, because like I had been wondering about it for a while. Before they just had a Korean language minor, and so now like they've added more classes, and so like there's more credits for me to take. So like I like that because, you know, I'm interested in Korean culture, so I'd like to learn more. And that's it. So thank you very much and have a nice day.